What's up, guys? Aaron and Lucas here from Betraying the Martyrs, and you are watching
Grasser Production.
Welcome to Grasser Production. Today with Aaron and Lucas from Betraying the Martyrs.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hi.
So I'm really glad to get the chance of interviewing you. We are on the Self-Inflicted Tour
Yes, we are.
2017. Guys, how was the tour so far?
It's been great so far. There's been a lot of people at every show. Each band is killing it every night. It's
Yeah.
a real pleasure to be on tour with those guys. It's all great.
Everybody's really friendly. Everybody's partying a little bit too much. It's nice.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. Some describe your music as metalcore. Others call it for mainly deathcore. How would you personally describe your music?
Like we just like to say that we play metal, but there's no denying that there is like what people concern metal and deathcore elements and symphonic elements too. Our music's just a product of all our mixed influences. We didn't like go to be deathcore or a metalcore band. It's just like what we sound like, you know? But if people want to put labels on our music, that's totally fine. As long as they like it, I'm fine with that. They can call it whatever they want.
Yeah.
As long as they're buying the CD.
All right. So on January the 27th, your current album, The Resilient, was released. What feedback did you get?
The feedback
So far.
has been amazing so
Yeah.
far. We're personally like very proud of the record, and everyone seems to feel the same way than us. Then it's really our best material to date, and we're just getting really great feedback from everyone.
Yeah, it's been really good. Like we kind of knew, like we really put in as much work as we possibly could to make this the best CD we could, and we knew that we couldn't do any better. You know, we really put 100% into it, and we were pretty confident that it was going to receive good feedback, and it did. So we're happy.
Yeah. How long did it take until it was finished?
It was finished in May last year.
Yeah.
May?
Yeah, it took over like 2 years to write and then produce, and then obviously from the time you get the final masters till like the album is actually released, there's a few months because of like the label had to put everything in place, promotion, etc. So yeah, it's been done for quite a while now. So we're happy that people can finally hear it and give us their feedback and stuff.
So the title, The Resilient, what does it actually mean for you?
It describes the state of the band where we are right now. We've had a lot of troubles, like with our previous drummer Mark Mironov, who had a lot of visa problems. We've had a lot of ups and downs with the band, but we always managed to come back to, you know, like who we are, best friends, and what we set out to do. And like we've never felt as strong as we do now. And we've been like, we had some pretty low points, and we've just bounced back up, and we thought that's a word that describes us as people and as a band right at this moment.
Has this also to do with your artwork cover?
Yes. The artwork is like a blood splatter with broken glass. Like we took it upon ourselves the lows that we've had, and we want to put it out there and show to everyone, and just move on.
Okay. One tricky question.
Go on, then.
What do you personally think of Suicide Silence's musical transformation? Oh! Do you have any thoughts why the shitstorm on social media was that big? Which one of you wants to start?
That is tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, when a band makes a major change like that, like they go through like a lot of criticism, and I don't know. I'm waiting to hear the whole record, because like it was obviously a little weird on its own, because when you're used to like a different music from a band. But I'm sure like in the context of the whole record, like things will make sense. And you know, if they want to be doing different music, then they have to do whatever they want to do. You know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. That's a really unfair question, because I know that they're getting a lot of slack for what, you know, the change that they made, but we know them really well as people, and like I can understand why they would want to change music. You know, like the fact that they're changing their sound is got nothing to do with anyone else really. Like if they want to do it, they want to do it. After, if people have opinions on the way it sounds, like yeah, they can have one, but I don't like it. Like Lucas said, I don't have an opinion yet. I mean, you know, it's easy to get caught up in like the comedy video parts and stuff. Like it's hard not to get like swayed by that. But yeah, if they want to change it, go ahead. I'm excited to hear the record for sure. And I think a lot of people are. Yeah, I think it's
also just their decision.
Yeah, whatever they want to do, that's what they're gonna do.
Right. Let's get back to one of your songs, "Won't Back Down." There's a sentence which says, "Should we be sitting with our mouth shut or be screaming as we stand up?" This really sounds like you guys have something to say.
Absolutely. I'm going to let Lucas answer this question, being a French person.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I wrote the
yeah, it's a song that we wrote like almost immediately after the Paris attacks. And, you know, obviously being French and being Parisian, like we are very, very close to that whole thing, and like we knew people there and all that, and you know, it felt like we needed to do something, like to express like all the emotions we had about this, and you know, being musicians, what we can do is write a song about it, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, we like, it's kind of our place to say as a French alternative rock band, or as it were, because it, you know, it was directed at the alternative music scene in Paris, and that's like what we're a part of.
It's a venue that I've seen like countless shows at, and you know, it's it hit close to home. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And this is like the platform that we have to express ourselves. So of course that's what we're gonna. You know, we're not trying to cash in on anything, but you know, like it hit hard for us. So we just wanted to, you know, say it in a really honest and non-gimmicky way. You know.
Yep. Right. When you played a European tour together with Texas in July back in 2015.
Oh no. We didn't.
Texas in July cancelled, and they were not on the tour.
Oh,
but
really?
You would have seen. I don't blame you, because you might have seen a few flyers, because there was.
I actually did.
Their drummer had some health issues, so they had to drop the tour like just a few weeks before. So we ended up getting
Polar upon this dawning and more than 1,000.
More than 1,000, yeah.
Yeah, but originally, yes, they were supposed to be on the tour.
But you played the tour.
Yeah,
we did.
No, we still played the tour.
All right.
It went great. So.
Yeah. Okay. Back then, your current drummer Boris was already helping out.
Yep.
And why or how did that band member come up? And what happened to your former drummer, Mark?
Well, like I explained before, Mark was Russian, or he is Russian. He's a Russian citizen, and it was just really hard to, you know, continue like demanding visas over and over again, and like each time we asked for a visa, you'd have to wait an even longer period before the next one, and it just cost us so much money, and and it just got really difficult. And I'm sure that the state of emergency in France didn't help either, you know, with that application.
Yeah, it would be like sometimes just a few weeks before a tour, we didn't know if Mark was going to get his visa or not. So like a few weeks before, you can't practice. Like suddenly you have to hire like a session drummer that's going to have to learn the songs, and you're going to have to that's going to cost money too, obviously. So it was just at a point where we needed to be like a single unit that can like practice and write music together, because also we're like starting the writing of the Resilient. So just at some point we realized that we had to part ways with Mark in order to be like a band. So, and Boris was already filling in for like almost 2 years on several tours when Mark couldn't do it. So, and we showed him the first demos we had. He was really into it and like gave us some ideas, and it all came naturally.
Right.
But really natural, yeah. He brought a lot to the table in the writing process of the album too. Like, he's had a real positive effect on the band. Yeah.
Good. Right. let's talk about your music video for Lost for Words. There's, of course, also a line, and this one says, "You put your hand over my mouth. I put my pen to this paper. Now I'm a murderer for speaking my mind." Which message does it deliver?
I wrote this track just after the Charlie Hebdo attacks in Paris.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about it. Charlie Hebdo is it's a satirical comic paper in France, and some terrorists went into their headquarters and shot some people dead just because they were expressing their opinions, and not only just because of this is in the world right now, especially in the US, there's a lot of suppression of free speech, and it's really like a really strong subject right now, and I just wanted to put that across. But originally, yes, it's about the Charlie Hebdo attacks in Paris. A lot of negative negative stuff.
It's definitely, like, when I look at it now, it's definitely like a darker album. There's a lot of dark subjects.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you can also hear it in the way the music is written. I think because we worked a lot like on like getting the lyrics to have sense with the music and like have different ambience, etc. So yeah, definitely a darker album when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, positive point in our careers. A lot of the subject matter is very dark. Yeah.
Okay. Last question for today. What are your plans for this year, 2017? Are you allowed to give away any surprises?
I don't think we can give away anything, but I can tell you already that we have some tours coming up, and that this summer we'll be doing festivals in Europe. So we're doing Hellfest, we're doing Summer Breeze. There's a lot of other great festivals coming up, and there's probably going to be shows in between those festivals as well. So Europe is going to see a lot of us for sure.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, just touring relentlessly, and yeah, definitely getting on the German festival circuit this summer. And yeah, we're trying to just tour as much as we can, and writing new music.
Yeah.
And partying a lot.
That's what musicians do. All right, guys. Thanks so much for the interview.
For your time.
Check.